Alright everybody, it's Seasick Bill, and I'm tripping out. I don't know what's real anymore. Shh, be quiet back there. This is my intro. Well, anyway everybody, this is what's going on, okay? I was sitting here thinking, what if your buddy tells you, okay? And this is where everybody's tripping. They're not thinking interdimensionally. Like right now, I'm an interdimensional being right now with my interdimensional thought, okay? So, okay, what if your friend says, I'll see you at midnight tonight? Well, midnight tonight does not exist. Midnight tonight will never exist. When it's midnight, it's the next day. So you would be saying midnight tomorrow. But then take it, your friend might just come like at midnight at the next night, after the next night, meaning he would be a day late because he came the day after next, thinking midnight was the next day, when the flaw in the thinking was midnight was not going to be the next day if you started out on the next day, because then you'd be missing a day in between. Do you understand? Everybody's got to spread this around at night. If anybody says midnight tonight, there's no midnight tonight. I just had an argument that midnight did not even exist because I was like caught up in the midnight tonight thing, and then like I broke it down inside my mind and I said, why am I saying that midnight doesn't exist? Oh, because my whole life I've always heard I'll see you at midnight tonight.
So what? Midnight's in the morning.
Yeah. So no one better ever tell me ever again, I'll see you at midnight tonight, or they're wrong. I'll say, no, you'll see me at midnight tomorrow. And they'll say, okay, I'll see you at midnight tomorrow. And then I'll be there at midnight after the 24-hour period ends, right? And it's 12 o'clock, right? And they won't be there, but they'll come midnight on the next day. It should be called mid-morning then, because it's not even the middle of the night for one. So it wouldn't even be the middle of the morning, so let's just change it to mid-morning and not midnight.
Middle, and it separates day from night, so that's why they call it midnight.
Yeah, well, it's not even daytime at midnight. If that was the case and it separated day from night, then at the stroke of
like
midnight, the sun would be right up in the air and we'd be so blind to the point where we'd all have to stand there for a minute getting our bearings before we're able to go out and actually have a life. Midnight tonight does not exist. It is mid-morning. I'll see you mid-morning, and if you say mid-morning, then people will be like, okay, that's 12 o'clock after these next hours pass. If I tell them at 10, I say, I'll see you mid-morning, they'll say, in 2 hours, I'll see you then. Because if I see you at midnight tonight, then they would get lost in a parallelodox. Because there is no midnight tonight. So the time frame in which they would exist on midnight tonight would be on some other interdimensional planet where there's psychedelic colors and where everybody gets dizzy and nauseous. Okay? Everybody else in this car is living in a parallelodox except for me. I'm the only one trying to make sense of the universe right now. So I've picked up some aliens along my interdimensional travels, but I just wanted to let everybody know there is no midnight tonight. You're lucky that they're still calling it midnight. It's actually mid-morning. It's mid-morning, but okay, there is no midnight tonight. There's only midnight tomorrow. Remember that. And if someone gets that screwed up, they're going to be a day late because they're going to come the day after next. Think about it for a minute. You're going to get caught up in this world. Your son's not even going to be the same person anymore. Your wife's some kind of giggling monster from, I don't know, Gigglanus or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, my son, he's from the depths of the ocean of some aqua planet, you know? Like, I'm out there, you know, thinking interdimensionally. So, everybody, I mean, I think like nobody's going to see this video at all because I seem to exist in the portion of YouTube where no one else exists. But that's okay, because if someone ever does stumble onto this video 54 years after my death, then think about that for a minute, because that's crazy. There's no midnight tonight. There's mid-morning, or there's midnight tomorrow. But that doesn't mean the day after next.
But there is no midnight tomorrow. If there's no midnight tonight, there's no midnight tomorrow.
No, because midnight tonight doesn't even signify the middle of the night. So if you call it mid-morning, it won't signify the middle of the morning, so might as well call it mid-morning.
But mid-morning is like
midnight tomorrow, but you cannot say midnight tonight.
Wow.
I know. I need to get a scientist on this. After a scientist breaks this down, a scientist and a psychologist, what do they do? Philosopher. After we get those three in the room, because I don't know which one to bring in first.
A philosopher?
Yep, they could break all this down. They could say who's acting crazy here. They could say who's correct, and if my theory is, right on the money, which I think it is. There is no midnight tonight. It's midnight tomorrow, or it's called mid-morning because there's no midnight. Just like there's no mid-morning. So change it to mid-morning, and that would signify that if you say it at 10 o'clock, it happens at 12 o'clock. That's the end. I'm not going to say any more because I'm going to get into a debate.
Wow.
Seasick, Bill, over now. See you mid-morning. See you midnight tomorrow.